And welcome to Our Bottom Line, the number one show at 6 o'clock in the morning. Number one host, number one chat. How y'all guys doing this morning? What celebrity names will they find in the Epstein Files? We're going to get into it this morning. Hope you guys are having a fantastic morning. We got Casey Ramos up in the building this morning, Jeffrey Spilker, Rebecca Lanyan Bueno, Mark Dorfman. Who else we praying for? Who else? I don't see anybody else. Come on if y'all here, because we want to shout you guys out. Also, Sam Champion, a VIP auction group, and we can't forget about all our other people that's always here every morning. Who else? We got Jay Woods this morning. And guess what? How you doing, Angry? I'm ready to get it on. It's time to get to work. It's really time. Kind of tired a little bit, but guess what? Y'all know what I'm going to do. Leave it all on the court. That's how we do it. Over here at Our Bottom Line land. Y'all ready? I am. Who's that right there? Sam Champion, thank you so much. You know I always got to shout you out. Never forget you. Appreciate everybody here. But guess what I got to do now? Check the audio. Okay, we got that audio good. I hope you guys can hear me loud and clear. Let's go ahead and get another notch on that volume right there. Because guess what? I ain't even going to wait for you because you're taking a little long this morning. Okay? And we're good on the visual. That was really good, quick setup right there. Hope everybody's having a good morning. Angry, Jeff Spilker, Mark Dorfman, Sam Champion, Rebecca Lanyan Bueno chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Good morning, sis. It's ready. It's time. I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. And now we wind it up. Wind it up. Wind it up. It's Friday, y'all. I know y'all happy. Little more energy for you, right? I know. Little more. You almost got it. Almost there. Here we go. You ready? Because I am. I'm ready to do the clink, clink, clink. Olay. Don't play. We've been back on our time and ever since you came back, and we're so happy to have you. Let's get into it, you guys. We got to open up those pores. And yes, we have a very cool winter morning today. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning this November morning. What is he going to do? I'm going to need you guys' help because on this one, there's two people. But guess what? I think I can do it. Let's get it. Peace up, A-Town down. Yeah, 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 yeah. H+our and Little John. That's right, y'all. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do it my way, my way, my way. Yeah, I'm up in the club with my homies, trying to get a little VI, and we down on the low key. I don't know why I'm trying this, cause you know how it is. I saw a shorty, she was checking up on me. In the game, she was spitting in my ear. You know how it is. So I decided to chill. Conversation got heavy. She had me feeling like I'm ready to blow. Oh, watch out. Oh, watch out. Situation got heavy. So we got up and I put her to the floor and said, baby, let's go. That's when I told her, I said, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm going to do it my way. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, because ain't no way I'm going to be able to match up with H+our and Little John. I got some energy, but not that much. But you guys know what? I don't care, because what is Friday, and it's if bump that be Friday the 21st. That's right, y'all. It's 2025. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this here's our bottom line, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that. Where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that. Just got me lit. Didn't that prove it? I was all down earlier. All of a sudden I said, you know what? Yeah, even though I can't sing it, I'm going to imagine how it go. Next thing you know, look at the spirits. The spirits are here and I'm good. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Friday morning. It's time to get it in, you guys. Y'all chose the right place to come. I always tell you guys you could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that you came in the chair with me today, I appreciate you. So let me see who we got up in the building this morning. That chat just keep on going out. I see you guys are busy up in here. Good morning, angels. Who else we got? Luigi, how you doing, bro? We got Sky up in here this morning. We also got Jay Wood. Who's that? We got Clarinda Mack. Okay, Ms. Paris 76, how you doing? Sky, what's going on? Batty Lynn, Liberty and Justice, Luigi, Kevin Blank 4274, Casey, my brother, how you doing? With my boy Mark Dorfman and Jeffrey Spilker at. I see you, Jeff, right there. I see you, my sister Rebecca Lanyan Bueno. I hope you're doing really good. God bless you. We always pray for you. There we go. Liberty and Justice, you know how we do. I try my best to get those songs out, to get us started in the morning. It's your boy Bugatti NYC, and like I always tell you, y'all could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that you came in to chill with me, I appreciate you. Trending topics, current events, follow-ups, it's going down this morning. Not even playing. Really good show. All I'm going to ask you guys to do is try to get those likes up, because guess what? I got 5 on it. I'm going to start hitting you guys with 5 videos at a time. And then after I get those videos out there, I'll be coming to the comments to see what you guys are talking about. Hopefully you stay on topic and stay on point. Also, if you feel free to do it, let me know where you're chiming in from. Also, what time it is. Why? Because we love to research content from where you're from. This way we can have an even better dialogue. I like when people say, hey, that's right up the street from me. Exactly, because we like to keep good content. Remember, not a Democrat, not a Republican or independent. I'm a human being. That's why we made the platform for everybody to have dialogue, debate, try to get over some stuff. You know what I'm going to do right now, right? I'm so amped up right now. I got to do it. I'm about to do it. Yeah, y'all, it's time to do it. Let's get into these titles. Let's go right here. We have Trump. What celebrity names will they find in the Epstein Files? Good question. Now that they've released all the files, we're getting a slow peel back of all the information. Do you think that the files are going to be redacted with these big black globs of ink? We're hoping not, but you know, from what we've been getting, can't say that they may not do the same thing. We have to keep on moving because we have a lot of other things going on as well with the United States Coast Guard. They show off their haul of illegal D-rugs. Boy, did they get a lot. So guess what? They put it all in one place. They hold it and they want you to see how much they got. We got the clip. Let's keep on moving forward because last but not least, we have the NYPD. An officer has been charged with an intimate relationship with a minor. I'm talking about he's 27, she's 15. No. Wood chipper. We got to get into it, you guys, because without any further ado, I got a lot to get to you guys. I don't want to waste any time. Hope you got your coffee, your tea, and everything that you need right now. We're going to get into some gaggle, some information from President Trump when he had the Saudi Arabian prince here. And he got a little spicy, but we got a little more, and we're going to keep it rolling. Good morning, everybody. It's Friday. Doom, just got paid. Friday night. Party jumping. Feeling right. Let's go, y'all. Let's get it in. Let's go.
We put you in a very good position.
And the relationship between the US and Saudi Arabia went even further, with the announcement of a military alliance between the two nations during a star-studded dinner at the White House.
So that's why tonight I'm pleased to announce that we're taking our military cooperation to even greater heights by formally designating Saudi Arabia as a major non-NATO ally, which is something that is very important to them, and I'm just telling you now for the first time because they wanted to keep a little secret for tonight. I just heard him say, "Oh, that's nice." That's another point you won today. And signing a historic strategic defense agreement, which we just signed a little while ago. So congratulations. It's good.
But the good times were overshadowed by the Jeffrey Epstein file chaos currently taking over the US government, with Trump unleashing on a reporter who asked questions during the press conference with MBS.
Mr. President, why wait for Congress to release the Epstein Files? Why not just do it now?
It's not the question that I mind, it's your attitude. I think you are a terrible reporter.
And I think this is a terrible sound man. If you guys need some help with sound, I have to do all production by myself. Bad enough I gotta work with a flip screen that I can't control. But could you turn the audio music down when people are talking?
The way you ask these questions, you start off with a man who's highly respected, asking him a horrible, insubordinate, and just a terrible question. And you could even ask that same exact question nicely. You're all psyched up. Somebody psychs you over at ABC, they're going to psych it. You're a terrible person and a terrible reporter.
Jesus Christ.
As far as the Epstein Files is,
I get the fact that you don't like her as a reporter, but how you know if she a terrible person? Yo, I'm talking about when he throw you under the bus, you go all the way under the bus.
I have nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. I threw him out of my club many years ago because I thought he was a sick pervert. But I guess I turned out to be right. But you know who does have? Bill Clinton, Larry Summers, who ran Harvard, was with him every single night, every single weekend. They lived together. They went to his island many times. I never did. Andrew Weissman, I hear. All these guys were friends of his. You don't even talk about those people. You just keep going on the Epstein Files. And what the Epstein is a Democrat hoax to try and get me not to be able to talk about the $21 trillion that I talked about today. It's a hoax. Now, I just got a little report, and I put it in my pocket, of all the money that he's given to Democrats. He gave me none, zero, no money to me, but he gave money to Democrats. And people are wise to your hoax, and ABC's, your company, your crappy company is one of the perpetrators. And I'll tell you something, I think the license should be taken away from ABC because your news is so fake and it's so wrong. And we have a great commissioner, the chairman, who should look at that because I think when you come...
I think the audio and the producer need to look at whoever they got pressing that button for music audio because somebody at Fox need to get slapped in the back of the head for all that. But we still got the message out. It was important. We're stacking the deck for a reason. DOJ now has 30 days, y'all. Oh, you ain't know he's going right into it today? Ha ha. They thought that they was going to wait. Let's wait to the middle of the show when he start talking about Epstein. Nope, it's sprinkled everywhere today. That's right. We're going to get into it because now the DOJ has 30 days to release the Epstein Files. Let's go, y'all. Oh my God, wait a minute. He started it already. Yep, he sure did. Now, oh, no, yeah, yes, he did. Let's go. Let's go.
President Trump says he signed the bill ordering the release of the files concerning convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The Department of Justice is now on the clock with 29 days left to comply with that new law. ABC's Olivia Rubin has the details.
After months of pressure for the Department of Justice to release the files on Jeffrey Epstein, survivors and the rest of the public now waiting to see exactly what will be released. Some of Epstein's victims among those waiting, including Marina Lacerda, who says she was abused by Epstein beginning when she was 14. She was on Capitol Hill this week when lawmakers passed the bill.
Wow, what a long fight it
14,
has been
y'all.
for all the survivors. And we are just a step closer.
Where were your parents at? Like, who let you be around this person at 14
Trump
years
last
old?
night signing into law ordering the release of the documents. The DOJ now has until December 19th, but now the administration facing questions about what records, if any, it might withhold. The law says the Attorney General can withhold any documents that might impede an ongoing federal investigation, provided that such withholding is narrowly tailored and temporary. And now there is an ongoing federal investigation after President Trump ordered Attorney General Pam Bondi to probe Democrats' possible ties to Epstein, even though Bondi in July said a review of the documents did not suggest any additional investigation of third parties was warranted. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle now warning her not to cherry pick the files.
This is not an invitation for Donald Trump to pick and choose his version of the truth.
Congressman Massey telling CNN this.
She doesn't have carte blanche to withhold a whole tranche of files.
Now, Attorney General Pam Bondi has provided no indication on when the department might release these records, but asked if any would be withheld because of that ongoing investigation. She said only that she will follow the law and provide
Yeah, we saw that yesterday. I was kind of taken aback about that myself. Let's keep on moving forward now. Let's keep on going, y'all.
Is that pretty good?
Mr.
I don't know if that number's right, but it's pretty
Mr.
good.
President, why wait for Congress to
Oh, wait a
release the
minute, wait a
Epstein
minute.
files? Why not just do it now?
You know,
I'm sorry, you guys. I don't want to do that again. I forgot we already had that. Let's get on over here now. Change the tune. Guess who wants to talk to Trump? Mom Dami, the easy super cat, Nana Suma, Mom Dami. Or all of a sudden he's changing his tune. I guess when that federal funding gets held back, you start thinking, maybe I should talk to President Trump. And it seems like his constituents and his backers are giving him a little pushback about it. I think they're not too happy about Mom Dami's administration contacting President Trump's administration. Oh yeah, because don't think that President Trump contacted them. They reached out to President Trump's administration. His Mom Dami's administration has some words for that.
All right, time tonight for our other news segment. And New York City Mayor-elect Zoran Kami Marxist Mamdani is set to meet with President Trump at the White House tomorrow. Wouldn't you love to be a fly on the wall?
Yeah.
And his far-left supporters are not too happy about Mamdani's change in tune. Take a look.
My administration would be Donald Trump's worst nightmare. I have many disagreements with the president, and I believe that we should be relentless and pursue all avenues and all meetings that could make our city affordable for every single New Yorker. I intend to make it clear to President Trump that I will work with him on any agenda that benefits New Yorkers.
All right, here with Reaction founder and CEO of Conservator, podcaster Jamie Franklin. All right, how do you go from, I'll be his worst nightmare, oh, I want to work with him. Oh, that's a change of tune.
I think he knows he needs the federal funds for New York City. And look, this is what we love about President Trump. He is willing truly to work with anyone. He doesn't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican. He'll bring you in because he's working on behalf of the American people to make America great again. And I'm not surprised that his supporters are not happy about this because, you know, there was a lot of things that led to the election of Zoran, but I think something that hasn't been talked about enough is that Zoran really gathered a group of particularly young people who are very nihilistic and negative about the future of our country, which is why they voted in this communist to burn the whole system down. And Sean, I'm a big believer that politics is downstream from culture, and there is a lot of work to be done, particularly of young people with the culture in these cities. And I think as conservatives, we need to bring people back to church. We need to bring back love of country, family formation, especially for young women who voted over 80% for Zoran Mamdani. And I think if we're able to work on the culture, we'll have no more Zoran Mamdanis in the future, hopefully.
Why do I keep thinking about the Nightmare Before Christmas when I look at you, or some sort of Halloween sort of thing? That's not the look for this. Like what you said, I understand where you're going, but the wide mouth thing, and it's really hard to look at you because of that. You know, I'm not the perfect looking person, I know, but you know, you got a certain feature that's a little bit Addams Family-ish. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Looking a little Wednesday-ish up there, sis. No disrespect. I love what you said. No doubt. But maybe you want to try whites and then go for lighter blushes in your face. You get where I'm going with this? Nothing bad about you. Nice looking lady, no doubt. But you know they say I don't give it to them, so I got to give it to everybody. And I got to be fair about it. If you're looking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, I got to put you on point. My mother used to do that. She'd be like, Lord, boy, what you doing with them old turnover shoes? I'd be like, Mom, stop saying that. That's my friend. Boy, go in there and get that boy a pair of shoes. What you talking about? Give him a pair of shoes. You got a lot of sneakers in there. Go in that room and pick a pair of sneakers and get that boy. I'd be like this. No, you didn't. Got to go in there and give some. Yo, which ones are these that you want? Don't give him those. Give him the good ones. You'd be like, oh my God. So that's the type of mother I had, y'all. She'd send you in the room to go get some sneakers for you. She talk bad about you, but she put some clothes on your back. Look, shout out to moms. I always love my mama, cause she's my favorite girl. Only get one, only get one. Let's get on over here to Speaker Johnson, who asked about the Trump administration distributing tariff checks without the Congress being involved. So with these tariffs that are supposed to be given out because of all of this money that we're being taken in, we're supposed to be getting $2,000. Hey, Prez, I remember you said you had 5 on it. So you are a little about 7 short right now, because you first was supposed to give us the 5, and if you're gonna give us 2 right now, that's actually 7. Because I remember the 5. I remember, because my main thing is I got 5 on it. And tell me y'all don't remember he said he had 5. Don't be on no re-up Trump stuff. You know what I'm saying? We all, you know what I'm saying? Tell the truth now. You know he said he had 5 on it. Now they only giving us 2. Let's get on over here to Speaker Johnson, who asked about the Trump and will he be able to dispense these tariffs without the use of the Congress being involved. Now, I know we got a lot of independent people in here too that don't care about no money being given, but we also have other people that wouldn't mind getting the 5 on it. You feel me?
And that's why we have gone through this whole long process. Last one,
On that, James Blair today at a Bloomberg event said that they're looking at ways to send millions of Americans checks from tariff dividend revenue, but without Congress being involved. Do you have concerns about them not running that sort of process through Congress?
Well, I'm not sure that's possible. And James Blair and I will have some intense fellowship about that, I'm sure. He's a good friend. We collaborate on strategy all the time. But this is an idea, I think, that makes sense. The president was talking about it as recently as yesterday. I think what I heard him say, and I haven't talked to him about it because he and I have both been so busy the last 24 hours, I'll see him in a little while. But I think what I heard him say yesterday is he's thinking about something maybe midway into next year when the tariff revenue is realized and we can figure out what that looks like. But I think it would require an act of Congress, so we'll have to see how. I'm not sure what's being proposed, and that's why we have
And this
gone.
is another thing I wanted to tell you guys is this: please don't be like everybody else that I see in politics now. I really don't like people that's just like, I know he's saying 1 + 1 is 3, but he's part of my party, so I'm gonna go along with that. Please, y'all, don't do that. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Like no matter what this person says, I'm gonna be for that. We don't do that over here, because that means that you're influenced by what you look at, and that's not good. That means that you might be, I'm sorry, let me get this mic right. I don't like the way this tie is looking. That means that you might be easily influenced, and don't be easily influenced by anything, not even me, because I can be questioned. Question everybody, man. Come on now, y'all know better than that. Oh, because it's my party people. No party people. All that party people stuff is the reason why I'm not part of a party, because they want to do so many things that I'm not for. If 7 things are wrong and 3 is what I'm for, I got to go. Like when I went to church, I was dead broke. One time I had no money. I was like, I need some help to pay my rent. I went to the pastor. I said, my rent is like $1,500. He said, wow, we just don't have it right now. You know, I was giving that church money every single week when I was getting paid, called tithing. And when I went to that church, they would not help me out. So it's kind of like the similar situation when you think about it. You know, you put so much in, but when you need something back, they're like this. Tumbleweeds, out of there. Don't deal with people like that. Stand for what you're about. Don't let nobody play you like that. And always make sure you watch your own back and have something in the kitty to keep you straight. Let's get on over to Chuck, because now Chuck is wilding out over here too. Mr. Chuck Schumer, y'all do me a favor and double tap that screen if y'all appreciate the content you're getting right now.
What Chuck Schumer had to say when he was asked about why the files weren't released under Biden.
Senator, on that note, just I guess a question that's out there. Why wouldn't they have been released the last 4 years when President Biden was in office?
Well, that's the question every American is asking. Not every American, but so many Americans are asking. What the hell is he hiding?
What the hell are you talking about? That wasn't the question. Thun-thun-dun. THUNTHADUNT. That was a dumbass answer right there.
Why doesn't he want them released?
You know what, I agree with Chuck Schumer there. That is the question that plenty of Americans are asking. But Hillary, I want to get your thoughts on, of course, Chuck Schumer, but Donald Trump supporting House Republicans voting to release the Epstein Files.
Well, pleasure to be back with you again, Gabriella, even though this is rather a ghastly, revolting subject. I will say a few things here. Number one, there were 3 judges that have actually blocked the release of any files over the recent years, and those were all, guess what, democratically elected judges. So that is a very important fact to remember. Another important fact to remember is that President Trump, in 2004, I believe it was, had a falling out with Epstein then over a property dispute, actually, where they're both competing for a property. And then he didn't want him any longer at Mar-a-Lago because he was actually acting inappropriately with someone's teenage daughter. So after 2007, he had nothing more to do with him. He was disgusted by him. And I think that's something that's often lost. Not many people mention those dates and those years and those facts. Those are facts. Facts are stubborn things. Now, fast forward to this release. He promised the MAGA base this, Gabriella. Promises kept. You know, promises made, promises kept. I think it's very important to release the files. Actually, don't forget, Epstein was a registered Democrat. Most of his donors were Democrats, and the Democrats went down there on the Lolita Express and visited his island.
They did, and that point is often missed by the mainstream
Lolita
media.
Express.
Let's talk about the BBC. Donald Trump has rejected...
No, we're not talking about the BBC because we got a lot more to get into over here. If you guys appreciate the content that you're getting on this Friday, just got paid, boom, boom, Friday night, party jumping. Oh, that's the joint right there. Let's get on over to Brad Lander, who's fighting arrest charges. Y'all remember when he got locked up last month, right? Trying to go up in there and try to help out them illegal criminals. Talking about, what y'all doing? He said, come on over here, let me talk to you for a minute. Watch your head. Well, guess what? It's going down. It's time to go to court. Time to bring that case up. Let's see what's going on with Brad, you guys, right now. Let's go. Let me see if I can get that screen open so you can remember. I think they're going to show the video of it as well.
A vocal New York City opponent of ICE and its raids wants his day in court. Controller Brad Lander has decided to stand trial for his arrest inside 26 Federal Plaza.
He's going to
he
trial.
is the lone holdout from a group of lawmakers who protested immigrant arrests in Lower Manhattan. Today, the others had their cases adjourned in a deal with federal prosecutors. Meanwhile, border czar Tom Homan says to expect more roundups in the city.
I plan on being in New York City in the near future. We're going to do operations in New York City. We're already there now. I mean, teams are there now. But we will increase the enforcement presence in New York City, again, because they're a sanctuary city, and we know we have an issue there with public safety threats in the street.
Like I said, I'm just hoping that they don't go up there on 204 by that car wash over there, or over there by that Home Depot, you know what I'm saying, in the Bronx, because that'd be kind of crazy. Or the one in Brooklyn, come on now. Don't leave them people alone. Don't go over there now. Other people, but not the people in those places, all right? The ladies pushing this stuff and coming through the train talking about candy, candy, candy. Leave them ladies alone, even though you know the money going back to Kids Hotel. I'm not giving you guys no suggestions. You know, try to go after the worst of the worst. Don't go after anybody out, you know. Don't go after them people right there.
As for Lander, he's facing a low-level misdemeanor charge of blocking entrances, foyers, and corridors. It carries a maximum sentence of 30 days in prison.
Yeah, all on Astoria Avenue, messing with people, you know what I'm saying, running up in the massage parlors and stuff. Y'all know y'all wrong for that. Leave them ladies alone. They need to make a good way of life too. Talking about it's illegal when all they doing is causing comfort for people. Leave them ladies alone over there in Astoria. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Leave them ladies alone. I ain't never been over there myself, but I heard about it. Y'all do me a favor and double tap that screen to get those likes up. Because your boy would really appreciate that. Come on now, let's get those likes up. Let more people know what we got going on. I know we can do better than that with all these people over here. Because I ain't trying to hit your pockets because I know it's hard out here for a pimp. So I am trying to hit your pockets. I got some Bustelo in the kitchen. I'm about to bust it down when I get up off of here with some tea and toast, with some toast. And I'm going to be good. But what I would appreciate if y'all can hit that like button right there and get those likes up, because that really gets more people over here. Y'all probably thought it was over, right? Man, listen, we ain't even scratched the surface. Let's get on over here with these Democrats. This one Democrat, she's facing 53 years in prison after $5 million. I'm talking about $5 million that they talking about she laundered. And she did it through her family. Some more real craziness, right? I don't know what she thought, but $5 million is a lot of money to try to launder and hide. I always be fearful about stuff like that. You take this money now, you're like, okay, somewhere down the line, like 5 years, they're going to figure out that I had this money. You know what, man? I'd rather do it the right way. She didn't want to do it the right way. Check this out, y'all.
Meanwhile, a Democratic congresswoman could be facing 53 years behind bars after she was indicted by a grand jury in Florida yesterday. Congresswoman Sheila Cherfilus McCormick is accused of stealing $5 million in FEMA disaster funds.
I couldn't do no part of that. I couldn't do the 53. I couldn't do it if they break it down to 40 something. I couldn't do the 30 something. Couldn't do the 20 something, 15. None of those numbers. I couldn't do the single digits. Don't want to do a day. That's why it's not even worth it all the time, y'all. Nope. Keep it.
And using it to bankroll her 2021 congressional campaign. Mark Meredith is live in Washington with more on this. Good morning, Mark.
53 years.
Griff, this is a wild story. Good morning to you. The Democratic congresswoman is one of 4 people accused of stealing taxpayer money to help win an election. The indictment handed down in Miami offers some stunning details about an alleged scheme also under review by the House Ethics Committee. The Justice Department charging 46-year-old Representative Sheila Cherfilus McCormick of stealing disaster funds meant to help with COVID vaccinations, then laundering the money so she could run for Congress. Her brother, a political operative and an accountant, are also facing charges. The Attorney General says the Congresswoman conspired to steal $5 million, then tried to hide the money through multiple accounts to disguise its source. In a statement overnight, Pam Bondi said no one is above the law, least of all powerful people who rob taxpayers for personal gain. We will follow the facts in this case and deliver justice. Within the last hour,
she will be 93 years old if she was to get 53 years and make it out. Man.
Fox obtained a statement from the Congresswoman's office. Cherfilus McCormick is denying the charges, writing, "This is an unjust, baseless sham indictment and I am innocent. The timing alone is curious and clearly meant to distract from far more pressing national issues. From day one, I have cooperated with every lawful request, and I will continue to do so until this matter is resolved." We're hearing from fellow Florida Congressman Greg Steube. He issued a blistering statement over this, saying, "This is one of the most egregious abuses of public trust I have ever seen. Stealing $5 million in taxpayer disaster funds from FEMA, of all places, is beyond indefensible."
Damn, man, she really fouled out. And the way that she did it was she funneled the money through her family members so they could like make straw accounts so they could just be donors. She just gave it to family members and friends and told them to funnel the money in. She's going down, y'all. Y'all know she going down. $5 million. Woo! 53 years, even if, and she 46 years old. Man, if they give her anything over 20, it's an F sentence. You know what I'm talking about. She's gonna get out with 70-something years old. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's get on over to Donald Trump, where they say he and J.D. Vance were not invited to Dick Cheney's funeral, you guys. I guess you guys can figure out why, right? Look who's sitting in the front.
A who's who of the nation's political elite gathered for Dick Cheney's funeral. Former Presidents George W. Bush and Joe Biden with their First Ladies Laura and Dr. Jill. And former Vice Presidents Al Gore, Dan Quayle, Kamala Harris, and Mike Pence. But where was President Trump and his VP, J.D. Vance? Turns out they weren't invited. Trump snubbed for Dick Cheney's funeral, goes this headline, and it's no surprise. Last year, Cheney announced he was voting for Kamala Harris over
Rebecca,
Trump,
Alanya,
stating
Liberty.
there
What's
has never
up?
been an
What's
individual
up, Jeff?
who was a
What's
greater
up, Pint
threat to our
Dropper?
republic than Donald Trump.
Pin
Among
dropper.
those who eulogized Cheney were George W. Bush, whom he served as VP for 2 terms, and his daughter, former Congresswoman Liz Cheney.
Good night, sweet dad. May flights of angels sing thee to thy rest.
Meanwhile, President Trump renewed his blistering attack on Jimmy Kimmel after Kimmel blasted Trump on late-night TV.
We are now one step closer to answering the question, what did the president know and how old were these women when he knew it? Yesterday,
Kimmel spent a full 10 minutes roasting Trump over the Epstein Files and his dinner honoring the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia.
no one seemed to be enjoying themselves less than Melania. That is the look of someone who's wondering when Congress is going to vote to release her. So they
Totally biased coverage, Trump fumed, get the bum off the air.
Ooh, he wasn't happy about that, Jimmy. You still poking at the bear. We got to keep on moving forward, y'all. We got a lot. Embarrassment. Lee Zeldin fires back at Crockett after a fake Epstein allegation.
Signed the bill ordering the release of the Epstein Files. That has not stopped Democrats from throwing out some truly...
My little pony, do the hair set. Mister, can I please get the whole big bag? I'm telling you guys, I cannot see nothing else but the whole big bag when I look at your hair, Jasmine. When are you going to change this hairstyle? We probably got another 2 weeks with it. Woo, it's a rough 3 weeks you taking us through, but okay, let's go, pretty. Let's go.
Wild Epstein theories. For example, Jasmine Crockett, your favorite, claimed that notorious sex offender Jeffrey Epstein donated to Lee Zeldin. Whoopsie daisy. Turns out that was a different guy with the same name. He's actually just a random doctor in New York somewhere. Meanwhile, the late Jeffrey Epstein wanted little to do with Republicans. Instead, he was busy with all the invites to fundraisers. This is after his conviction, by the way. But after the conviction, they still wanted his money. One of the main people asking was the, well, leader in name only, Hakeem Jeffries. Take a look.
To Jeffrey Epstein, and that's the real Jeffrey Epstein, not Jasmine Crockett's, just Jeffrey Epstein. This is the real Jeffrey Epstein. From Hakeem Jeffries' campaign.
Uh-oh.
Dear Jeffrey, we are thrilled that we are working with Congressman Hakeem Jeffries, one of the rising stars of the New York delegation, sometimes referred to as Brooklyn's Barack. Hakeem is committed to electing a Democrat majority in 2014 and is encouraging his friends to participate in a DCCC fundraising dinner with President Obama and Hakeem Jeffries.
Remember, that letter to Jeffries went out long after Jeffrey Epstein pled guilty to what? Solicitation of prostitution.
Now, like I said, she's a very pretty lady. I just get confused sometimes with the hairdos, and not just from her, from many women. I'd be like, yo, what's going on with your hair? Why is it green, purple, and orange? Like, looks like a scrubby buddy or some sort of a rag toy. But hey, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. They try to say that they try to do that to please us. I don't think so. I'm not too pleased with that. Kind of scary. Let's keep it moving, you guys. Do your boy a favor. Double tap that screen and get those likes up because it's Friday and we got to kind of get into this controversy right here. Nothing to laugh about. This is a hateful mob of protesters who are descending on a New York City synagogue urging the resistance? I don't like to say certain words. I know it's very sensitive, but I have to be fair and show all news. Nobody's covering this. There is no dialogue. There just seems to be a lot of hate going back and forth between two different religions right here. And I just hope that it can stop and we just become peaceful. That's what I really care about. But I still got to show the news, you guys. Check it out. No opinions on my side.
You guys walk straight. I'm on the sidewalk now. They come over here and start shit. Get them out of here. Really? Seriously, this is not right. No. Hear something, please. Let's go, pussy. Let's go.
Now, from the outside looking in, all you see is anger, hate, back and forth. Anger, hate, back and forth. Anger, hate, back and forth. That's what I'm talking about. We need to change that. How do we? Anybody got any ideas, or as a collective or as a people, can we get together and do something about it? Because I'd like to change that. I like to be doing stuff like this, and I understand there's a lot of history and there's a lot of people that feel strong in their beliefs. I respect that, just so you know. I respect it. We got to keep on moving forward because we got 75 shell cases found at a banquet hall shootout. You know, we do middle news. We don't keep it going on one type of news. We have to keep on going into other states and other places as well. So let's do what we do. Let's go.
Well, it was chaos outside of a local banquet hall. More than 70 shots fired as an event was going on right inside. Amazingly, police tell us no one was hurt. 19 News reporter Catherine Huntley is working the story. She's live for us this afternoon. Catherine, what happened here?
Well, Brett,
Brian, it was a truly frightening scene out here when police say 75 bullets at least flew through the air. In fact, one of those bullets went into a neighbor's home, which easily could have killed the person inside.
Cleveland, y'all got to get better than this, Cleveland. Come on, Cleveland. Come on, Cleveland.
But thankfully did not. I've learned that the event held inside here last night was a large family gathering outside after a funeral.
Yes, this is security guard at the grotto. There's a massive shots fired, massive shots fired.
You can hear the fear and screaming in 911 calls following the shooting at Nazir Grotto. Another 911 call sounds like guns are going off as people realize what's happening.
911.
Evidence of the barrage of bullets seen today in broken glass. Incredibly, police tell me no one was hurt. Neighbors even seeing the gunfire.
It was like a whole bunch of young kids. And like
Those were the
one of
people
them
who were shooting?
Yeah, the only reason I know it was a gun for sure is because somebody in a gray hoodie, like I've seen them raise up the gun and shoot it a couple of times.
Woo! Lucky nobody got hurt right there. Y'all know how we do it. We also pray for the fact that nobody got hurt. We don't always say, oh Lord, please make them feel better and this and that in their souls. No, we pray for the fact that nobody got hurt as well in Cleveland. Amen. Keep on moving forward to Melbourne, where this teen rapper is jailed over a fatal stills nabbing of a 14-year-old boy. Don't want to say that word because I know it's going to double up and probably, can't say that. Also don't want to. 14 years old, lost his life. Could you imagine? 14 years old, has no idea what life is about at that age. Now he's never going to have the chance to even realize what it had to offer. 14 years old. Let's get into this story right here, you guys, over in Melbourne. Sad story. His mother and family just distraught after this.
A teenager who brutally murdered a 14-year-old boy in St Albans will spend at least 13 years behind bars. The victim was mowed down and stabbed to death in a completely random attack.
A grieving family left with heavy hearts.
Painful life for me since Ethan passed away.
14-year-old Ethan H+our was walking home with friends in St Albans when he was mowed down by a stolen car and stabbed 30 times by machete-wielding teens.
The horrible, emotional. Is that not fair for my son?
Today, one of those teens was jailed for 17 years. Justice Jane Dixon said there was no connection between the two groups. There was no clear motive. Frankly, it is hard to comprehend the horror of this attack on young Ethan, an attack performed without the slightest reason or provocation. The judge noted the accused has a significant prior criminal history and limited prospects of rehabilitation. She described his behaviour as disturbing, given he posted a rap video with violent lyrics to YouTube while in custody for murder.
My son passed away and they will suffer in prison. I know prison is a hard life for everyone.
With time already served, the now 19-year-old will be eligible for parole when he's 30. Ainsley Kosh, 7 News.
So now he's going to be getting out on the streets feeling like he's the man, or his other gang members are going to be looking up to him because he already got one. He already got a notch on his belt for taking somebody out. So now we got another one coming back home, you guys. Yeah. And they're talking about we can't carry. Man, listen, I have 17 on me if I could. One up here, one over there, one down here, one over here. Couldn't even get next to me because I think you're trying to take one off me. Do your boy a favor and double tap that screen and let's get those likes up. I'd really appreciate it. We got some more content coming up. And yes, I want to make sure that we pray for the 14-year-old that lost his life. But sadly, we got another one to go right into, so we might as well do them together, you guys. And I'm sorry to do this. Video, Nigeria, live stream catches gunmen attacking a Nigerian church while they were actually praying. 2 people lost their lives and a couple of people got kidnapped. Check this out, you guys. We're going to do the prayer right after this, but we got to do 2 back to back, so I might as well do it all together.
Terrifying moments at a church in central Nigeria. A pastor and his worshipers are in the middle of prayer when all of a sudden
The sound of gunshots sends them running for cover. Seconds later, the gunmen are inside. Officials later say at least 2 people were killed and others were kidnapped. The attack adding more pressure on the Nigerian government following threats of military intervention by President Trump over what he calls the persecution of Christians in one of Africa's richest countries. When asked if he'd consider strikes or even boots on the ground.
Could be. I mean, a lot of things I envisage, a lot of things, killing the Christians and killing them in very large numbers. We're not going to allow that to happen.
Now, an unlikely supporter, rapper Nicki Minaj, who was born in Trinidad, speaking at the UN last night.
I would like to thank President Trump for prioritizing this issue and for his leadership on the global stage. In Nigeria, Christians are being targeted, driven from their homes, and killed.
But in Nigeria, a country that's 50% Muslim and just 48% Christian, violence is a complex and sweeping issue. Nigerian authorities tonight continue their search for more than 20 girls who were abducted in the middle of the night by armed men from their predominantly Muslim school. Among the dead is the deputy principal. His wife telling reporters he pleaded for his life, got up to pray, and she says that's when they pulled the trigger and killed him. The school is located in northwest Nigeria, a mostly Muslim region of the country that is grappling with an Islamist insurgency. Most notably in 2014, the Islamist group Boko Haram kidnapped 270 girls, while many escaped or were later released. Some have never returned.
Yeah, they were traffic. A lot of stuff happened to those girls back then. That's the thing that they do in Nigeria, you guys. I want to pray for the souls, everyone that lost their lives, everybody that's been kidnapped in this situation, as well as the prior story with the 14-year-old boy. Hope that his family is able to find some strength in resolving the situation. Also, Lord, please help us. Please help us as much as you can, because Nigeria really needs some real serious attention, Lord. Amen. Terrible, tragic situations, both of them. Bad, terrible. That's why I said we might as well do them both at the same time. Let's get on over to New York, you guys. Let's turn it up real quick. Y'all ready? And if I can make it there, I'll make it. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York. Let's get on over to Queens, where dozens have been locked up, and I hope they don't get out. That's right. I'm going to say it straight up and down, whatever. Dozens have been arrested in the second largest gang takedown in Queens. I think I could say that. Gang takedown. I hope y'all don't beat me up for saying gang takedown. Okay, let's go.
It is one of the largest gang takedowns in the history of Queens, according to the district attorney. Today, dozens of accused gang members are now off the streets following a year-long investigation. The leader accused of arming teens and ordering them to shoot their rivals.
And the leader is only 20 years old.
In one case, the shootings injured a teenager who was studying in her own home. Eyewitness News reporter Lindsay Tuckman has more on the operation that brought down these suspects. Lindsay?
But little JoJo ain't do nothing. Free my boy. My boy ain't never hurt nobody.
Sade, this was actually the largest single gang takedown in Queens County history, and it really was a massive indictment highlighting years of violence in Southeast Queens. And nearly all of the alleged gang members were teenagers when it happened. The harrowing sound of 23 rounds of gunfire. Gang violence in St. Albans, Queens, back in 2022. One bullet hit a 15-year-old girl in the leg who was just home studying. That event, one of many revealed today as part of a sprawling takedown of the so-called Badco gang, named Operation Shadyville.
We allege that these defendants have become the most violent gang in the borough of Queens County, creating fear and violence.
32 defendants, many adolescents, face a 97-count indictment for murder, weapon possession, conspiracy, and more, dating back to 2021. The Queens District Attorney says the gang carried out at least 13 shootings, including 3 homicides, many in broad daylight. The alleged gang leader, 21-year-old Jovan Atapoku, aka Shady, a rapper from Queens Village, accused of arming local teenagers, giving them permission to shoot their rivals to gain status.
Think about what the daytime shootings bring. Think about people walking to school, coming from school, seniors going to senior centers, doing your shopping. One defendant's exploits were so well known that his nickname was Broad Day.
Surveillance video from 2024 shows 2 defendants allegedly opening fire at 3 p.m. outside a McDonald's in Cambria Heights, stunning but not injuring those inside. And horribly, also last year, police say a then 15-year-old defendant fired at a rival gang member in St. Albans, but instead killed 66-year-old William Alcindor, who was driving. He lost control of the car and hit a 23-year-old woman on the sidewalk, seriously injuring her.
This dumbass jumping while he firing a weapon. What stupid, like that's what I'm trying to say, man. They out here doing all this crazy stuff, and I'm glad they caught him. I'm so glad you got locked up. I don't care what you call me. Yo, but ain't you a rapper? Don't you be in the hood? Man, listen, look what y'all doing to the kids and the families and the old people that don't have nothing to do with it. That sort of stupid ignorance right there is kind of the way I feel about that stupid party blindness. Following the party blind. That's how I kind of feel about it. People doing wrong, but you're still messing with them. Ignorance does not deserve to be championed. It needs to be changed. Do your boy a favor and double tap that screen to get those likes up. I really would appreciate it. Get more people over here to know about what's going on out here. Let's get on over to Chicago now, where we have a now mirrored situation of what happened in New York during the summer. We got a Chicago situation that's very horrific. This train attack resulted in a terrorism charge. Ooh, I hope I don't get in trouble for saying that word. For a man who threw on a woman and ignited it. I don't want to get in no trouble, you guys. I saw a little, let me chill out and let them say what they got to say. Because this right here is the details of what happened in Chicago. Let's get this story out. We got to get creeps like this off the streets. Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
Chicago, a man with a long, violent criminal history is facing a terrorism charge after police say he set a woman on fire on a train. Shanley Painter joins us now with more. And Shanley, we saw this take place in New York and now Chicago.
Right, Carly. So police say the 26-year-old victim was riding the Blue Line train in Chicago around 9 p.m. when this man, 50-year-old Lawrence Reed, allegedly approached her from behind, removed the cap from a bottle of liquid, and then poured it all over the victim's head and body. The woman attempted to fight off Reed and then she ran, but Reed eventually caught up with her. Police say that after igniting the bottle and then he dropped it, he used it to ignite the bottle and then set the victim on fire. Now, according to the complaint, surveillance footage showed the woman's body engulfed in flames, and then when she tried to extinguish it, she was rolling on the ground, and then she gets off the train at the next stop but collapses. Police say she was taken to the hospital and is still in critical condition. Reed allegedly walked away from the scene, but federal investigators caught up with him the next morning wearing the same clothes, and he had burn injuries on his right hand. They say Reed bought the gasoline about 20 minutes before the attack. Reed faces a charge of committing a terrorist act against a mass transportation system. Federal prosecutors saying this, quote, "This horrific attack was not just a barbaric assault on an innocent woman riding a train, but an act of terrorism that strikes at the core of our American way of life." The U.S. Attorney's Office in Chicago, together with our federal, state, and local law enforcement partners, will take immediate and resolute action to bring...
Yeah, whatever, man. Sound like more of the same thing after the fact, and the lady's already in trouble. She's already hurt, in critical condition. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. Try to get more information like this out. Also want to pray for her recovery. I know she's going to be going through a lot of pain right now, you guys, as well as her family and everybody that's dealing with this tragic event right now. We're going to try to keep up with the story, and luckily she's still alive. Amen, you guys. That was terrible right there. We got to get on over to, stay back. Let's get back to New York. Well, we got this officer, I'm just going to say wood chipper right now. We going to the heading right now. This officer right here, who's been charged with an intimate relationship with a minor. Let's get into the details of this situation right here, you guys. Let's go.
Tonight, an NYPD officer charged with raping a teenage girl was released from custody. News 12's Heather Fordham joining us now in studio with what we're learning about their relationship and the latest on the investigation. Heather.
Amanda, police sources tell us Nadegni Kapan, a 27-year-old NYPD officer, had an intimate relationship with the 15-year-old girl and engaged in sexual activity with her at his Co-op City apartment.
Took her to
the
his
alleged
house.
relationship all came to a head when police were called to the building for an assault. Court documents now revealing what went on behind closed doors. A rookie NYPD officer pled not guilty to rape, sexual misconduct, and endangering the welfare of a child. Investigators say Kapan allegedly had sexual relations with a 15-year-old girl back in October. Police were called to his apartment on Hunter Avenue on November 14th. The teen told police that she was inside his apartment that night when they got into an argument. She accused Kapan of being drunk and he told her to leave. When she didn't, he allegedly dragged her out into the hallway by her ankles, which caused rug burn and scrapes to her back and hands, according to the criminal complaint. People who live in the area were disturbed to hear what happened inside their complex.
Well, I think it's disgusting, and I think that poor woman should get some kind of support because what she went through was horrible, and there's lasting psychological and emotional effects from that. So I'm hoping that she gets some kind of help, and I think that the justice system obviously is flawed. So I'm just going to say that as a woman, I feel violated for her.
Kapan has been suspended without pay. He's been with the NYPD since July of 2024 and was on extended leave at the time of his arrest. We are working to learn why that is. Meanwhile, he is due back in court on December 15th. His defense attorney did not answer when we reached out for comment.
Of course they did not, because they got too much on homeboy right now. But this is what we're forced to have on our police force right now, because all of the good police, they left. Why? Because we have the sanitation department commissioner as the commissioner right now. Throw up face. Look like her neck just said, and it just stuck right there. Yeah, that's how she looked. That's just how she looked like this. I can't stand her. She was the head of sanitation last year, and then they put her as the head of the police department. Don't you think that police that have been career police officers or lieutenants or like sergeants and people that were trying to gain rank took that a certain way? Yeah. And guess what? We got her back again as the commissioner, now that we got Mom Dami. All screwed up in New York. We got problems over here, and it's not going to get any better as long as we got these people running our government. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to Fort Everglades. I told you, these are Coast Guard members. They want to show y'all that I can feel it. Hey, man, you sure you ain't 5-0? Man, I ain't no 5-0. If you ain't 5-0, hit this. There you go, y'all. Oh, I'm talking about, y'all not going to believe the monstrous amounts of that stuff that they found and took off the streets. And I tell you the truth, I've never dealt with it myself. But from what I'm seeing right here, I know somebody going to be mad about this.
A massive haul of cocaine offloaded today by the Coast Guard at Port Everglades.
Tens of thousands of pounds of narcotics seized before ever reaching American shores as part of a major operation being called Pacific Viper.
I think it's a good thing.
Local 10's Christina Vasquez is live at Port Everglades to show us how it was carried out. Christina?
During a news conference, they said that it was about 60,000 pounds of cocaine, and they came from multiple interdictions. In fact, they said it's part of an overall operation that is aimed at disrupting the global supply chain of drug traffickers.
Wow, 60,000.
Federal agencies at Port Everglades Wednesday offloaded what they said was tens of thousands of pounds of cocaine from the flight deck of U.S. Coast Guard cutter Stone. The seizure of bales of cocaine, part of Operation Pacific Viper, that's according to the Department of Homeland Security.
Look at Solo Dog.
To the Eastern Pacific was launched in early August to stop drugs from reaching American shores. This as the Pentagon continues what it now calls Operation Southern Spear, a massive naval deployment off the coast of Venezuela and the Caribbean Sea, aimed, the administration has said, to stop drug trafficking. Notable in its use of military strikes against vessels the administration has claimed without evidence are carrying drugs, a tactic that appears not to have been employed during the maritime interdictions that led to this seizure.
We follow Coast Guard training tactics and procedures. We used our armed helicopter to stop the vessels. We take the...
Jadakiss said, I gotta use the scales that they weigh the whales with. That right there, that's the scales that they weigh the whales with right there. That's not no regular scale. You're not just gonna be like, all right, so put it in the car. Nah, man, you need a 18-wheeler to haul this stuff here, boy.
The smugglers, or presumed smugglers, on board our ship as detainees, and then we confiscate the contraband. They've been turned over to Ecuador or their country of origin for prosecution. These young men and women put their lives on the line in conducting these missions.
At this morning's event, Tulsi Gabbard, the nation's director of national intelligence, dodged questions from Local 10's Hannah Yashivi about the military buildup off the coast of Venezuela, not just once.
I'm going to stay focused on what we're doing here.
But
yeah, I know. Don't talk about it. Be about it, right? I ain't mad at you because guess what? That's so many lives saved. So many people not going to jail. I know a lot of people like, damn, but so many lives lost. So what? We don't need none of that stuff. Y'all need to get and learn how to do it off your own endorphins. Make yourself high off your own energy. You don't need that stuff. You don't need it. Come on, y'all. Let's keep on moving forward. Woo! But that was a lot. You want to see a lot more? Let's go on over to the Bay Area. Y'all thought it was over? Do your boy a favor and double tap that screen so you can see some more heat. It's only the #1 show on YouTube from the 6 o'clock hour until we're finished, with the #1 people in the chat, #1 co-hosts, #1 family members. And if you guys want to keep on seeing it, all we asking you to do is hit that like button and double tap that screen to get those likes up. Because the Bay Area, woo, baby. Yeah, what is it called? Millie Pa's restaurant was shut down after a disturbing video goes viral. Check this out. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to do that. I'm not going to do that one. I want you guys to see this record-breaking D-Rug load that was discovered in an auction storage unit. So now you got the American pickers or the auctions. What's that called? The auctions, where you got the old man there with the little buggy, and next thing you know, you win the storage unit. One of you guys win this storage unit, and guess what? You only spent like $20 to win this storage unit, and there's a bunch of containers inside there, right? All right, y'all. Y'all go to open the containers. What you think is in those containers in that storage unit, y'all? I'm going to open the screen so y'all can see it.
Meantime, sheriff's deputies in Colorado making a shocking discovery in an auctioned-off storage unit that resulted in a record-breaking drug bust. Take a look.
This will be quite the story to tell. Oh. Yep, we're going to call it that.
So now this is that storage unit that y'all just won. One of y'all just won this storage unit in the auction. What you going to do when you open this up and you see this in there?
That's an absolute metric ton of fentanyl. A gentleman just bought a unit over here at the storage facility off of Johnstown. And it's got, yeah, that one's full of pills as well. But we're looking at a couple hundred bags of blue pills.
Quite the story indeed. The unit contained a 1.7 million counterfeit fentanyl pills. Bringing in now Douglas County Sheriff Darren Weekly. Darren, this is a remarkable story, not only because of the record seizure, I understand the largest drug seizure in Colorado history of fentanyl, but also how it came about. Walk me through that.
Well, the gentleman, he had won that storage unit at auction, paid $250 for it. And then when he got into the unit, he inspected it and then uncovered a bunch.
Your boy said, I don't want nothing to do with this. He probably stood there for a minute like, nah, I ain't doing it. Let me call Popo.
To drugs. He immediately realized what it was, backed out, and notified the sheriff's office.
And Sheriff, just to show our viewers again, just the magnitude of these narcotics, we can show you the seizure had 198 kilograms of counterfeit fentanyl pills, which is approximately 1.7 million pills, 12 kilograms of fentanyl powder, and 2.5 pounds of methamphetamine.
So when they say counterfeit fentanyl pills, the sad part about it is when they say counterfeit, they're stamped as something else. And they're counterfeit because what's in it has fentanyl in it. They're trying to transport it as something else, but it's really fentanyl. Yeah, so it's really careful. Be careful with that. Well, that's why they always tell you to be careful, because people can press their own pills now. They got machines for that. Be careful, y'all. You never know what's in this stuff.
Was this an eye-opener for your area to have this significant of amount of fentanyl in your jurisdiction?
Oh, without question. We're just south of Denver. We're about 10 minutes south of Denver. We're a suburban community and rural as well. But things like this don't happen that often. It's certainly not the largest drug seizure of fentanyl in Colorado's history. So it was shocking, and my reaction was much the same as the deputies.
And Sheriff, even significant not only in Colorado, but really nationwide. I understand it's the 6th largest. In fact, statement from the DEA's
Look at that,
Rocky
y'all.
Mountain Division saying
Look at that.
this is the largest one-time seizure of counterfeit pills in Colorado history and the 6th largest single seizure of suspected fentanyl pills in U.S. history. Does that suggest that the cartels and those that are moving these illicit drugs are targeting Colorado?
Well, we have 2 major interstates in Colorado, right in the middle of the state, I-25 and I-70. And so Colorado, Denver is specifically a major hub for drugs. It has been for decades. And this seizure in particular was tied back to the Sinaloa cartel.
Do y'all see how many bags that's there, though? Oh, man. I was like, y'all gotta show them this. I had to show y'all that one right there, boy. Woo! Let's keep on going now because we got this daring moment that these gangsters, this mole, it's a lady. I don't know what she was thinking about. She decided to help some inmates get out of prison. She had the swammy on the side like this. As soon as they got out the prison bus, she handed it off to the leader of the artel. She handed him the pow. They got away. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let them tell it better than me. Check this story out. It's just that they don't talk too much about it until it's in the middle of the scene, but I want you guys to see what happens. Pay attention to the lady that is lingering around in the parking lot, just wandering aimlessly, just hanging out. I thought she was a police officer. So now pay attention to this lady right here. This lady right here that is behind this car. They pulled up with the inmate truck right here, the inmate bus, and they got the police over here. This guy's over there. The bikes are like that. They always just ride by them, the mopeds. But pay attention to this lady right here. This is the shocking moment. I want you guys to check this out. Where a jail kingpin is stealthily handed a pistol by a mole outside of court, aiding a brazen daylight escape. Check this out, Cambodia. Now, as you can see him, he's waving her back, telling her to get out the way because they're about to open the back up. We in Cambodia right now, y'all. Y'all mean to tell me y'all can't double tap that screen? I'm over in Cambodia right now. Now they about to start letting them out. Prisoners were being transported to Svabreng Provincial Court and arrived at the car park at about 8:50 a.m. before a pow was turned on the guards. Now, as you see, they making a run for it, right? Run, Forrest, right? Right? Look like they getting away, right? Why? Keep on. According to local reports, the man was suspected of being a kingpin boss of a huge online gambling ring. And sadly, got him. The prison escape didn't last long as the prisoners were recaptured later the same day. And who feels like a thunderant for bringing us up and being a part of that nonsense? She got the old, why me face? Because you shouldn't have had nothing to do with it. The woman who helped the prisoners escape was also arrested the same day. Can you imagine what they about to do to her in Cambodia? Cambodia? Are you a thunderant? Are you stupid? It can't be nothing good about to happen to you. I'm talking about they might thrash you. I'm talking about over there, they cool with thrashings. What is a thrashing? I don't know, but they doing them. All the way back here, shakata. Ah, that's when your hands go back like this. You feel it in the middle of your back. Oh man. Oh, you want to run, right? And you want to help them? Oh, we got something for you by yourself, boo. But you want to pull out and power people? Man, listen, you might not even hear about him no more going to court. You might not hear about him going to court, period. What happened to the guy that was supposed to be the blah, blah, blah? Or something happened to him inside. That's it. He's finished. Just don't even hear about him no more. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Cambodia, you playing around, aiding in a... Man, listen, I can see about a New York or something like that, or whatever like that, that you think you're going to... If you get caught, it won't be that bad. 5, 10, 15 years, whatever like that. Cambodia? Helping somebody? Man, listen, she's going to get a throgging. They're going to do all types of stuff to her. They're going to put rocks in the sock and wet them and throw them at her. Boom! She's going to be getting it. She's going to be getting it. I'm telling you. Yeah. Let's get on over to this black man that defends himself during the airplane scuffle. Now, I'm glad they got this on video, because if they didn't have this on video, it probably would have went a different way. Close those screens up real quick. I want you guys to see this real quick, because this is a man that's basically defending himself. Check this out, you guys. I want you guys to see this. Let me open up the screen real quick. Try to get an idea what's happening here. We got two people sitting next to each other. We got one that wants to put the air thing on, one that wants to turn it off. I don't know why they start fighting, because I've been on a plane before. My little air conditioner thing ain't got nothing to do with yours. But guess what? They got it in and they started fighting. I guess they already had a little spat before this. Let's keep on going. So he's like, stop it, leave it. Now go, watch.
I said.
So he's actually laughing like, yo, did this dude just really hit me just now? Like, let me take this damn seatbelt off real quick.
Chill, bitch.
Y'all both got to get kicked off the plane. Just chill out. Just chill out. Yeah, maybe y'all shouldn't sit together no more.
Yes. No, keep kicking me in the face. I told him that this is not yours. This is the middle.
Yeah.
With millions watching.
Yeah. Thank you for that content right there, because I couldn't find it nowhere else. But homeboy, you don't put your hands on nobody smacking no man in the face just because of a little air conditioner situation. Be like, look, man, you mind like aiming that over there at you if you don't want it on me? That's the thing. People can't talk anymore. They don't want to have conversations. Why? They go straight to 100. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick. 0 to 100 real quick. That's what people like to do. They like to go 0 to 100 real quick. And as you can see, he didn't like it because he caught the tang tang bang bang bang. Then all of a sudden you see him disappear out of the screen. He had no part of that second scene. He had no part of that second scene. As you know, he probably in the bathroom right here like this, holding his forehead right there when he caught that 3-piece with a biscuit. See when homeboy got up, he caught him. Boop bap, boop bap. Yeah. You ain't want it no more. He said, getting up out of here. Homeboy did the moonwalk, got up out of here, boy. Let's keep it moving right now. We got to get on to this breaking news with Nancy Mace. Yes, she's accusing a fellow Republican, Corey Mills, and she's trying to get him censured. I don't know. These censures are not really working nowadays. I see them trying to do it. Oh, matter of fact, no. I need to ask you guys a question. By a show of hands, how many people here like ribs? That's right, we're talking about ribs. The food, not your ribs here. The food, whether it's barbecue ribs, whether it's, baked ribs, whether it's whatever, grilled ribs. How many people here like ribs? With a show of thumbs up, if you like ribs, and you like that, like ribs, let me get a thumbs up, you guys, if you guys eat ribs. Just give me an idea how many people here like ribs. I know you're wondering where I'm going with this, but trust me, I have a reason for it. Thumbs up, hands up, likes. We got one thumbs down. Got a couple of people here that really love ribs. A nice tender rib, barbecue, you know. I remember how they used to taste, y'all. I remember, I'm vegan now, but boy, I used to tear some ribs up. I remember. Okay, so the fact that I see the majority of people here that like ribs, all I'm gonna say is be careful where you buy your ribs from. Because sometimes they come in a big frozen block and they like to break them in order to break that block up. I want you guys to see right here what's going on at this Millie Pizza's restaurant that was shut down after a disturbing video goes viral. To all my rib lovers, this one's for you. Check this out, you guys.
Some troubling video raising some big questions about the South Bay restaurant. It shows an employee throwing what appears to be frozen ribs on the ground in a parking lot to prep them, I guess, for use in the restaurant.
Today, that video sparked a visit from health inspectors. NBC Bay Area's Damien Trujillo has the very latest.
The video captures a person who the restaurant describes as an employee throwing frozen ribs onto the ground. Someone took the video from the rooftop and posted it on social media.
I felt that it was very disturbing. Yes. And they call it love.
Now, you know something wrong when an Indian catch you doing something disgusting. Let me stop. I don't want to be, but y'all know how it is over there with the feet and the, yeah, I'm not, you know.
You call it faux love? I said no.
Today, county health inspectors arrived at Pho Love to ask questions and ultimately shut down the restaurant, citing both sanitation issues and insect or rodent concerns. The public health department asked us not to show the inspectors' faces for safety reasons. They spent more than 3 hours inside before red tagging the restaurant.
Oh gosh, totally. And
they closed them down for a bit.
Yeah, and it seemed like a nice place. Pretty bad, pretty sad.
The restaurant's owner agreed to talk to us, but not on camera, also fearing retaliation. He told me the employee involved needs to be held accountable for what he says is an isolated incident. He also says he takes full responsibility for what happened. A search of public records shows Pho Love passed its last 3 public health.
Now he's slamming the ribs on the ground because they're frozen and packed tight together. You don't want to thaw them out, bro. You don't want to, like, maybe the night before put the whole rib pack out so that you don't got to do that. I mean, like, people got to eat that. And you slamming it on the ground, it's falling by the mop bucket, all on the regular, or even on the cardboard he's slamming it on. He's stepping back on the cardboard to pick it up. So the footprints from your feet is...
Health inspections with scores of 91, 93, and 95. The latest was just this past September. Pho Love also has mostly good reviews on Yelp with 3.5 stars. But tonight, there are already comments on the platform alerting customers about the video that's getting a lot of traction online. The owner tells me once it passes re-inspection, rebuilding his restaurant's reputation is job number 1.
Oh, no, 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 no. P-H-O Love, Pho Love, y'all done. Sorry, NBC, over there in the Bay Area. I don't know about anybody else going to get no pho from y'all. I'm good with the pho. I'm straight. Here we go with the Nancy Mace information right here I was telling you guys about.
Royal Purpose Gentlewoman from South Carolina, seek recognition.
Mr. Speaker, pursuant to Clause 2A1 of Rule 9, I rise to give notice of my intent to raise a question of the privileges of the House. The form of the resolution is as follows. Censuring Representative Corey Mills of Florida and removing him from the Committee on Armed Services and the Committee on Foreign Affairs. Whereas prior to serving in the House of Representatives, Representative Corey Mills founded Paysum Solutions International, LLC, and Paysum Defense, LLC, and acquired Amtech Corporation, now renamed as ALS, Inc. Companies which engage in security and military contracting with the United States government, as well as foreign nations. Whereas in August 2024, the Office of Congressional Conduct found from January 2023 to present, Paysum Defense, ALS, has been actively contracting with the federal government, securing close to $1 million in federal contracts for munitions and weapons. distributed to prisons across the country. Specifically, since January 9th, 2024, 94 contracts have been awarded to entities owned by Representative Mills, and went on to conclude, quote, there is substantial reason to believe that Representative Mills may have entered into, held, or enjoyed contracts with federal agencies while he was a member of Congress in violation of House rules, standards of conduct, and federal law.
So he basically created some LLC, shifted some bread, and made sure that he was going to stay fed. That's right, you guys. As soon as she started naming off LLC this, LLC that, LLC that, I said, yeah, there's something to follow there. Follow the dough, and you'll never know where you're going to go. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen to get those likes up, because we're going to Australia. We got this multi-million-dollar home that somebody lost. I'm talking about, like, this lady won it in a prize, but because of a small technicality, they're saying that she cannot have the home. This was an influencer that was giving out mansions. He's giving out homes. And because of a technicality, they're saying that this lady can't get the home that she won. I want to know what you guys think about this story, but I got to let you see it in order for you to give me some feedback. This is a story that's pretty controversial. I want to see what you guys tell me about this story right here. Check this out.
A Murray Bridge woman who won a multi-million-dollar home built on the block has been stripped of the prize. She didn't realise she was exempt from the giveaway. Run by popular billionaire Adrian Portelli, who's blamed the state government for the bungle.
He's the popular billionaire with deep pockets.
She's just won a house.
She has?
So now he's announcing to this lady that she just won a house, a nice house, for her family. Check this out.
She has.
You won a house?
Adrian Portelli giving away 5 of the 2024 block mansions. One of the lucky winners, a Murray Bridge mother.
God, I'm shaking like unbelievable.
I seen that you
I win nothing.
But it was when she confirmed that she was from SA that things started to turn ugly.
You're on holidays, are you?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
So he said, you're on holiday? She said no. So she's basically trying to say she lived where she was at. So technically, she was not supposed to be in the contest at all. That's what they're trying to say. Check this out. That's why he's like, oh.
South Australians were able to enter the lottery, but in the fine print, they were exempt from the major giveaway. Donna's stripped of the $3.5 million home.
We are going to have a redraw. It's a shame. It's heartbreaking to her and her family, but it's just, I didn't make the rules, unfortunately.
Imagine somebody call you up telling you got a house for you and your family and you all hyped up and happy, the kids jumping all around, and then this.
So, South Australian government, thanks for that one.
But the government says Consumer and Business Services is investigating if Portelli is at fault. The minister saying all he needed to do was get a licence to operate in South Australia.
A terrible situation for Mr. Portelli to be taking South Australians' money, knowing he's unlicensed, presently before the courts on this, and knowing that these people can't get that prize. It's terrible.
The billionaire is already facing charges of running an unlawful lottery here in SA. A verdict on that will be made in the coming weeks.
I don't know, y'all. I gotta say, I don't know. It seems like it's a very convenient situation. That's why I wanted you guys to see the whole thing. Because at the end of it, things that make you say, yeah, I think it's a little bit sketchy right there, especially with that lottery situation. Were you really intending to give that lady that property? Or were you gonna always try to find somebody that wasn't eligible, give it to them so that they weren't able to get the prize? That's all you got to do, y'all. I'm telling you, people be out here scamming all kinds of ways. Don't think that they don't scam at the top. We got to get on over here with Cat Williams' security guard. Bad situation happened, you guys, where his security guard is speaking out moments before an H+our. And that's right, you guys. Do your boy a favor. If y'all appreciate the content so far, we go everywhere. We was in Cambodia, Australia, Melbourne. We go everywhere. We're world news here. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen to get those likes up, because right now, I want you guys to see what's going on with a story that not many people are covering, but we are. Let's get on over here, you guys, with this Cat Williams security situation.
Is Fox 13 News the most watched news in the Mid-South?
Check this out.
This morning, Fox 13 has exclusive video showing the moments before a deadly shooting in South Haven. The shooter and the victim were on tour with comedian Cat Williams. Security guard Trinell Williams is charged with the August murder of comedian Reggie Carroll.
And this morning, Trinell Williams is telling his side of the story exclusively to Fox 13's Jeremy Pierre. And Jeremy joins us live this morning in South Haven.
Moments before we sat down one-on-one for this interview, Trinell Williams told me he and his lawyers believe it was time to get his side of the story out.
There's witnesses out here though, bro. I stay right here. I just called Cat. It's witnesses right here, bro. It's witnesses outside, bro.
This is video given to me by Trinell Williams. He's the man charged with shooting and killing comedian Reggie Carroll in South Haven in August. Now check this out. In the video, you see and hear Carroll making several threats and even brandishing a gun.
So if someone is showing signs that they are irresponsible with a firearm, if they're constantly making threats with a firearm, we have to intervene early, or that will gradually grow with a snowball effect and grow.
So this is Cat Williams' security.
Into a bigger problem.
Williams says this is one of several videos he recorded leading up to the August 20th deadly shooting at his home. Williams says moments before the deadly shooting, Carroll threatened him at gunpoint.
So this time when he pointed the gun at me, he was blocking the front door. So when I grabbed the weapon that was close by and used it for self-defense and called the police immediately, I was honestly in fear for my life.
District Attorney Matthew Barton told Fox 13 Carroll was killed with a shotgun. Williams says he worked as on-call security 24 hours a day for comedian Cat Williams. He lived in this home on Burton Lane in South Haven, leased to a company owned by Cat Williams. Trinell Williams says Carroll moved into the home while on break from Cat Williams's comedy tour.
So from previous experiences, I've already been watching this guy build his confidence up. I've already reported him on several occasions that he's pointing a gun at me. And since he's not being punished, there was nothing to deter him from constantly doing that.
Williams says he began recording Carroll's interactions, which Williams describes as violent.
I was getting more in fear for my life with each sign, because really think about it, Jeremy.
Williams is currently out on bond and wearing an ankle monitor. Williams's case has not yet been presented to a grand jury. He contends his actions were self-defense.
Okay, question for everybody in the chat. I know we're not the defense over here. We're not, part of the jury and whatever. I want to know, from what you heard in this story, from the way that you saw what was depicted, do you believe what the gentleman is saying? Do you believe him? If you believe him, we're going to go with a thumbs up. If you do not believe what he's saying, we're going to go thumbs down. Thumbs up if you believe this gentleman. Thumbs down. That's a tragic situation right there. Still want to pray for the life that was lost. The comedian Reggie. Terrible, tragic situation right there that they could have probably calmed down and resolved. But that's what happens when you have a hot head and you let the heat from that depict and tell you which direction to go in. You cannot make good decisions when you're angry, you guys. And we should never do that. We ask for peace and resolve and calmness. Amen. Terrible situation right there. Okay, how many people we got up in there? Yeah, a lot of people believe him. A lot of people actually believe that he was doing like, self-defense in this situation. It actually seems to me like it's a possible self-defense situation, you guys. We got to keep on moving forward. Now we're going to get into it for everybody that stayed. Oh, y'all didn't know? We're going to keep on getting this Jeffrey Epstein information right here. Let's go, you guys. We got to keep going forward. We got this Trump. People are skeptical. People are skeptical now because, okay, the House, Senate, everybody signed it. But now, do they think that we're really going to get an unredacted version of the Jeffrey Epstein files from the DOJ? Check it out.
Donald Trump has now signed off the release of those files. There'll be a 30-day period, which the Attorney General presumably and a team of people will go through this treasure trove.
Yeah, a lot of people saying
What I'm interested is in two things. Do you think there's an unexploded bomb out there? And two, given the penchant that attorney generals have to cover everything with black text and redact detail, are we going to just get pages and pages of sort of blacked out marks?
We will find out. I am skeptical. Some would call me
I
cynical
am too. I'm
because of
skeptical
how the
too.
story has gone. That I do think even if a bill passes and it's been signed, as President Trump did, you can redact any unlimited portion of it. There's a reason why it wasn't released so far and names being protected. So I don't think that we're going to get like the whole picture of this saga. But there might be little drips and drabs, a little bit of extra incremental information that comes out. Some names that we've always known that have been implicated have gotten a little bit more clarity around it. Larry Summers, he's resigned from all his positions. Bill Clinton and other names.
Former U.S. Treasury Secretary.
And former president of Harvard as well. So you might get...
I'm glad you said that because we're going to keep on getting into the people. Who are these people that probably are going to have their names coming out, and who do we not even know? A lot of people's names are going to start popping out, you guys. Let's get into it a little bit. We're getting into the Epstein area now. Let's go. Oh, no, that's not the one. It's going to be this one here. Sorry, you guys. Let's keep it going.
And President Trump reversing course. He gave into political pressure from his own party inside legislation, releasing the Jeffrey Epstein Files.
Stay on course.
After fighting the push to do so for months. Pix 11's Colorama joining us live in the studio with more on this latest saga in the Epstein Files.
And now with this bill signed, we should know more in the next 30 days about who had contact with Jeffrey Epstein and the nature of their relationship, essentially. All of this because the president announced on Truth Social that he signed a bill releasing the Epstein Files, adding Democrats have used the Epstein issue, which affects them far more than the Republican Party, in order to try and distract from our amazing victories. Well, his bill requires the Justice Department releases all the files and communications related to Jeffrey Epstein, a convicted sex offender, and any information about the 2019 death in federal prison. Attorney General Pam Bondi would only say that this will be done with maximum transparency while protecting victims, and she's launching an investigation between high-profile Democrats and Epstein. But just last week, the DOJ said there was no incriminating client list. So now the question is, what changed?
Information that has come for information. There's information new information, additional information, and again, we will continue to follow the law.
It is clear that Epstein had an elite world surrounding him, right? Friends with even President Trump at one point, but the president maintains that he was not in any way aware of Epstein's crimes and cut ties with him long ago. Also claiming the files will do some more damage to Democrats more than Republicans. On Monday, one of those mentioned by Donald Trump, Larry Summers, the former president of Harvard University, who once also served as U.S. Treasury Secretary under Bill Clinton, says that he will be stepping back from public commitments after the release of emails showing that he maintained a friendly relationship with Jeffrey Epstein long after the financier pleaded guilty to soliciting prostitution.
All this tells me is that everybody was still moving in their positions, still doing what they was doing, and basically still being creeps and had these positions. Now, all of a sudden, since they got caught, now they want to say, oh, we apologize. We shouldn't have been a part of this. Even Larry Summers himself, as he resigns from, yes, Massachusetts, Harvard. Let's get on over and see what Larry Summers is talking about in front of his students, you guys. Check this out. Check this out right here.
Some of you will have seen my statement of regret. Some of you will have seen my statement of regret, expressing my shame with respect to what I did in communication with Mr. Epstein.
In what illustrates a stunning fall from grace, viral video filmed by a student shows ex-Treasury Secretary and Harvard professor Larry Summers opening a class this week by addressing the trove of newly released documents that reveal his communications with Jeffrey Epstein. This all comes as Harvard University probes the freshly released batch of emails between the convicted pedophile and Summers, as well as others connected to the university, the Harvard Crimson and Boston Globe first reported. The university is conducting a review of information concerning individuals at Harvard included in the newly released Jeffrey Epstein documents to evaluate what actions may be warranted, Harvard spokesman Jason Newton told the New York Times. The controversy erupted last week when the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee released more than 20,000 pages of documents from Epstein's estate, revealing a chummy relationship between Summers and the notorious pedophile. The emails show Summers maintained regular contact with Epstein for years after his 2008 conviction, up until his 2019 arrest. The pair traded personal updates and sought advice from one another, even as fresh reporting detailed Epstein's abuse of underage girls. In one missive, Summers joked that women were less intelligent than men. The emails also documented Summers discussing a woman he was pursuing and asking Epstein for guidance. On Monday, Summers said in a statement obtained by The Post that he would be stepping back from public commitments amid the fallout. "I am deeply ashamed of my actions and recognize the pain they have caused," he said. "I take full responsibility for my misguided decision to continue communicating with Mr. Epstein." Summers explained that stepping away from his public commitments at Harvard is part of a broader effort to rebuild trust and repair relationships with the people closest to him.
That's the second takedown. Who else is gonna come out in this ball of wax? I mean, we've heard these names before, but now all of a sudden, they want to be all, okay, you know what, I'm gonna step down now. Now you want to step down. Huh? Let's get on over to Mr. Usher himself, the guy that we brought the show in with today. That's right, Usher. Let's go on over to Atlanta, where Usher Raymond files a lawsuit for $4.9 million against a former business partner. And y'all know what it was for, right? Come on, Atlanta. Y'all know what it was for? Yes, a restaurant. Come on now. He won his money back. Come on, y'all. Let's get into this story real quick with Usher. Let's go.
Singer and Atlanta native Usher is suing several of his longtime business partners over a failed bid to open a restaurant in Buckhead. The R&B star is demanding at least $4.9 million in compensation. That's according to court documents filed in Fulton County last Friday. Usher claims he loaned $1.7 million to 3 of his associates in an effort to buy a property on Piedmont Road and turn it into a restaurant and lounge. Now, according to court documents, $1 million of that was returned after the deal fell through, but not the rest. We have reached out to representatives from both sides, and we have yet to hear back. Singer
Usher like, I want all mines. I don't want posh of nothing. I'm going to need all mines by the 30th. Usher acting like 50 Cent out here right now, y'all. Usher not playing. Usher like, give me my money. Just give me my money. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. Come on, let's get those numbers up also. You guys have not become a member yet. What are you waiting for? Hit that subscription bell. Hit that subscription. Hit that notification bell down there so that you know when we on. And no, it ain't over. Thought you ain't like the beat. Party ain't over. Groove me. Baby. We dancing right now because guess what? We happy. Because we got a report on someone and something, yes, an animal, that we have been following for a very long time now. A friend of the channel that we've donated to. We donated to Nova's recovery as well as his rehabilitation. This is Nova. He is now doing therapy after going through IVD disc surgery. He is coming out of it very well. I want you guys to see this. This is a beautiful miracle moment right here that I'm sure a lot of people want to see. Check this out. They have Nova inside of the pool and they're trying to get mobility going where it's pores and everything where the water's flowing. I want to say it because I want you guys to notice this. It's not going too well in the beginning. It's going okay. But when Lynn, his mother, starts to say, bougie, 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 I want you guys to see how Nova starts to actually walk and with his back legs, y'all. He's getting it together, you guys. He moves his hind legs. Let's go, y'all. Nova is in therapy right now and has mobility in his hind legs now.
Oh, dear. Yeah. Doing it. Look at him. Look at him go. Come on, Boogie. Come on, Boogie. Come on, Boogie. Come on, Boogie. Come on. Come on, Boogie. Yeah. Yeah, Boogie. Yeah. Good job. Very good, boy. Nice, Nova. Good job, man. Yay, Boogie. Yeah.
This is so weird. Good job. I'm so proud of you. Yeah, good job, money. So that spinal response is a very good sign. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Say that one more time. Say it one more time. That's an excellent sign right there. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Good job, man. Good job. I know, we're gonna get out. We just gotta let drain first. Look at this little block here again. Oh my God, I just had to tell Mama he was going. That's his motivation for sure. I had a feeling it was you.
Woo! There you go. That's Nova right there, you guys. I don't know how many of you guys have been following the story. How many of you guys caught tears watching that happen? I told you, as soon as his mother, everybody else was cool. And that was just like how my mother was. When my mother told me I could fight, oh boy, you better run. Because mommy just said I could fight? Oh boy, let's go. Let's do it. Fight 5 people at one time and win too, just because she was there. So you know the power of love. You heard as soon as Lynn said, oh, Bougie, whatever name she called him, all of a sudden you saw the motion, the range of motion start to go. That's right. Y'all see it and y'all know what I'm talking about. My boy's on his way back. I can't be anything else but thankful to God for helping Nova out. I'm so happy right now, and I want you guys to take that energy with you today and share the love, because guess what? Y'all know what it is. It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC, and you know what we about to do, right? Y'all know what I'm about to say, right? Because I'm just so, woo! I'm just so turned up about that right there. I'm just so happy. I saw it like twice already. I kept on watching it, and it kept doing the same thing to me, because she went through a lot to get Nova where he is right now. And I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I almost gave up myself, but I'm not his mother. I'm not his owner. I was getting peed off because certain things wasn't working. I wasn't seeing no motion going on. But Lynn, man, if you got somebody that love you like that, ain't no way you gonna lose. So with Lynn by his side, that dog gonna walk. He is going to walk. I'm telling you guys right now. And if y'all trying to make some money, all y'all got to do is hit that link in the description and you can make up to $550 today. I'll make some money off the surveys and so will you. Also, you're trying to promote your business. You might be a traveling salesman. You might be a lawn doctor. I don't know what you do. You could be a locksmith. I don't know what you do, but if you're trying to help if you want to get your business out there, we're trying to help you. How? We're going to put it up in the post notification area here on YouTube. All you got to do is make sure you send it to us in a 1080 by 1080 size frame. You got to be subscribed or a member at least, and guess what? We're checking. So don't try to just send the artwork over and say, hey, help me promote my business. No. We're going to go check and see if you subscribed or if you're a member, because we want to know. And that's all. That's what we're talking about when it comes down to that, because we want to share the platform with you guys. Also, check out, y'all know what we got going on right here. It's coming up. It's going to be in Brooklyn, the Show Your Talent Search. That's coming up in Brooklyn. We're getting the location finalized for you guys to come through to do the tasting as well as the Show Your Talent Search. I'm going to be the host, your boy Bugatti NYC. There I go right there, the talent show. And it's sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. If you guys want to be a part of the talent show, you can actually go to the liquor store, get a can and scan it right there. Or what you could do is just go on over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. That's right, www.drinkbigdrip.com. That's 2 G's and 2 P's. Put your email in the mailing list. That's it. Press the button. We got your email address, and we're going to forward you locations to where the Show Your Talent search is going to be. Myself and DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew, that's my DJ. That's my DJ. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew. We turned it up. For the people that's not available, we're going to be doing it live online. But yeah, that's right. The Show Your Talent search. It's not just about music. It's not just about singing, not just about dancing. If you're talented, we want to see it. You can be a talented chef. You can be a talented back gymnast. I don't know what you do, but we want to see what you have. And if you win in that borough, boom, you're going to make $250 in Manhattan. You'll make it in the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. After that, We bring everybody together in one location where you could win up to $1,000. Groups, you're only getting 1,000. One individual, you'll get $1,000. That's it. So don't try to say it's 5 of us. We need 5,000. Don't even try that, because y'all know it's not going down like that. It's Friday, y'all. Get those likes up. Hit that like button. Who we got up in the building right now that we going to get up on? Neo, God bless you. Nira Mells. Got to send these prayers out to everybody that's in the building right now. Mark Dorfman, God bless you, brother. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Molecular Minds 1207. Miggity Mark. We got Nira DeMello, Liberty and Justice. Casey. Who else we got up in here? Batty Lynn, we want to give a prayer out to. We got Sam Champion 1512. Sky. GC 33Gs. Who that right there? J Cricket 2554. Brian, who else we got up in here? Every single person that's up in here. That's right. We got Love Tacos. We got Casey Ramos. Who else we got? We got Teddy Marcos. That's right, you guys. I want to give everybody a prayer of strength, love, and comfort. No stress today. I want you guys to have a fantastic, safe day out there. And how I say it, amen. That's how we do it, you guys over here. Make sure you guys drink some water and stop letting problems get you stressed out, because guess what? As long as you're alive, you're going to have a problem to deal with. But what I like to do is this. I like to thank God for waking up in the morning, and then I thank him for the problems. Because guess what? If you ain't have this, you wouldn't be able to deal with the problems. Think of it like that. Stay optimistic. If as long as you're here to keep on pushing, there can be another day to make it better. Keep on banging at that nail. Don't give up on your opportunities or your business ideas. Don't try to talk to people about it, because guess what? They can't relate. Just keep on doing what you got to do and keep on forging forward. And as long as you got God in your heart and in your life, you're going to succeed, you guys. That's it. And I ain't no preacher. I'm just a real man. And I keep it 100 with y'all. Y'all know we don't play around here. And with that being said, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that y'all came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, Saturday, that's right. Y'all remember what y'all used to do on Saturday morning? Damn you! You killed my master. I can't wait till tomorrow. See you guys at 6 o'clock in the morning, because y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came in to chill with me, I appreciate you. Get 'em! Peace. One.